Guys, I'm back. I'm back. It's been a while, and I haven't really done much updating. I haven't really done much podcasting or vlogging or any of that. However, um, I wanted to give an update on this show that I had in Milwaukee. It's the first show that I've had in a really long time. Last show before that was back in 2024 when I performed in Cleveland. Shout out to Glory on the Beat. I don't want to say that incorrectly. Glory on the Beat, Glory in the Beat. I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Gio, you know I love you, bro. And yeah, so it's been over a year since my last performance. I went to Milwaukee this year and performed for Fuel the Spark Radio, a nonprofit organization. And let me tell you, man, it was an amazing experience. Never been to Milwaukee, okay, first time to Milwaukee, and the hospitality and the kindness of um, Addison, his wife, AKT, was just through the roof, man. Those are some really genuine people, some really genuine believers who really just have a heart to be people who share the gospel of Jesus Christ through Christian hip hop. You know what I mean? It was a great event. It was a rooftop event. To spin back on some of the events, um, so me and my wife got to Milwaukee and went out to eat. All right, went to eat and we went to a place called Daddy's and soul food spot. Ran into an individual whose name is Paris. Paris, if you see this, it was nice meeting you, brother. Great meeting you. And yeah, so what I wasn't aware of, what some people had told me basically was, we were in an unsafe area, but we were there to do some ministry. So, you know what I mean? I think that the glory and the presence and the glory and presence and powers of God kept us. Power of God kept us. Excuse me, I can't talk. The glory, the presence and power of God kept us. He watched over us as we were doing our thing. Um, Shout out to BTM. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Dilo. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Some of the other performers that were there. I was the headliner for the event. I did about 7 records. It was pretty dope, man. Doing a rooftop event, I love the I love the feeling it gave me. You know what I mean? I've never done a rooftop event, but it was a vibe, man. Like, um, the way they had the light set up, being out in the open outside. Everybody was there vibing. You know what I mean? Everybody was there vibing, enjoying the music. It was a good time, man. Um, I'll say this about Milwaukee. Milwaukee somewhat reminded me of Columbus for some reason. I'm not sure why. It just reminded me of a much bigger version of Columbus. Now, I will say, okay, that when we got to, because me and my wife, we had chicken, I think like twice when we were out there. And we went to JJ's. And yeah, I, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm from the hood, you know what I mean? But I'm not used to seeing what I saw when I walked into JJ's because it was about probably 1 o'clock maybe it was 1 o'clock in the morning, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And some people walked in, bro, and they all had like, you know, the skinny jeans on with the tight t-shirt or whatever, white t-shirts, and they had like extendos, you know what I mean? Like out the hip. And I'm thinking to myself, like, y'all just walking around with extendos out in the open? Like that was a different experience. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm from the hood and I've seen that before, but to see them come in a group like that, it was like a little unsettling. But I mean, nonetheless, I stayed out the way. I ain't really do nothing crazy. I just sat there and wait for my chicken. But I was hoping nobody crashed out, nothing went left. I just got me and my family out of there safely. Luckily, by the time they walked in, they were calling me for my food. Um, but more importantly, man, about this event again, it was super dope. My hope is that next year I'll be able to participate in Echo Nights, which AKT runs. Um, he has some really dope people there last year. And my hopes is that even if I don't actually perform, that I still get to go. I still would like to experience it, but I really do want to perform. I think, like I said, I don't get to perform often, but it was a dope experience to be able to do that. Shout out to those people, man, for their hospitality, for their loving kindness. Um, they literally, took care of me. Like they really took great care of me, and I felt valued as an artist. I think that that's the main reason I wanted to make this video, and give them their flowers, is because they really made me feel valued as an artist. You know what I mean? Especially hearing like when I spoke to AKT, or ATK, excuse me, when I spoke to ATK, he had conversations with Addison, and Addison was just telling him like, "Yo, like just wait and see to like get this artist out here. I can't wait. He's coming all the way from Columbus." So it was about a 6 hour drive for us. But he's like, "Yo, wait till we get this artist out here. You're gonna love him. It's great." And to hear, what I mean, like that from ATK coming from Addison, who brought me out here and value me enough to make sure that I was there to do the show and to headline the show for him. Honestly, man, I don't think I've ever experienced anything to that degree. Um, you know what I mean? And so I just thought like, I felt like Addison deserves his flowers. Um, he doesn't have social media. He doesn't have a Instagram or anything like that, unfortunately. But nonetheless, if ATK, if you see this video, let Addison know I love him. I love you guys, Jamie, everybody who brought me out to Milwaukee, and I was so stoked. Like I was so excited to be able to perform, and I left the performance really thinking about the fact that what I mean. Like there are people who are really impacted by the music that I make, and I want to be able to give those people wholeheartedly the best that I can as I do my music. So that's what really blessed me. Another thing, and probably which was the highlight of the weekend for me, was the fact that my family was there, dog. Like I've performed 2 other times. I've only performed 3 times over the course of maybe four over the course of a 6 year career, outside of an open mic that I went to. And yeah, man, it was a blessing to be able to have my wife and my kids there to be able to see me perform. My wife was very supportive over the entire weekend, making sure that I had a stress free weekend, that I was able to focus on performing, making sure my set was ready, making sure I had everything, making sure I had everything that I needed, making sure I was comfortable, and that means the world to me. You know what I mean? The support that she gave, but just the fact that they were present, like, gosh, man, in the future, I really, my prayer is that my family is able to attend every single one of my events. I think that was like the highlight of the weekend for me, because had they not been there, I think that some of the songs that I did, I'm working on the album. I did The Usual. Um, I did Calling Me, and some of those songs, like people know when you listen to my music, I rap a lot about my kids and my wife and my family, and just becoming a better husband, a better father, a better follower of the way, and as a believer in Yeshua. And I just, lights went out on me. Let's fix this real quick. Yeah, we're not cutting that. We're gonna keep going. And I think that like I rap a lot about that, and I think, being able to have them present for me to be able to put those words in the atmosphere and for people to not only hear but to see that like my family was present, like it blessed me. You know what I mean? Like it really blessed me. So yeah, man. Aside from that, because I'm thinking about the fact right now. Excuse my attire, okay? Um, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. As I'm doing this, I couldn't sleep, and I'm like, I want to do this video. And so let me just go ahead and knock it out because I can't sleep. All right. So I know this is late into the conversation, me saying that, but please excuse my attire. I know I look a hot mess shirt wrinkled. It don't match, whatever. But I felt like I needed to get this off. Um, but yeah, man. Uh, it was a dope experience, man. Like I would do it all over again. I would do it absolutely all over again, even if it was just one person that showed up. You know what I mean? There was more than one person that showed up. I'm not saying that people didn't show up, but nonetheless, like that's how dope the experience was for me. You know what I mean? So, um, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man, because I haven't been on here doing many updates, but I will be back to doing this more often as I possibly can. It's been about a year since I've done my last pod, man. But uh I really do enjoy doing this, you know what I mean? But life is life. You know what I mean? Life is life. So um that's just a priority for me. Um and so taking care of my family and making sure that I'm doing everything I need to do off camera is more important. But you guys, I value you guys enough that I will definitely try to do more of this because I feel like I learned a lot of things off camera that I think you guys could also benefit from as well. But this is not really a lesson learning moment here. This is more so me just sharing my experience about Milwaukee. So that's it, man. Um, appreciate y'all for tapping in. It's been a while, I know, but appreciate y'all for tapping in. We out of here.